Hello, everybody, and welcome to this news episode. We bring together between Auch and Till Chief and New Guernica this exclusive interview with DOE. Hello.
Hello.
How are you? This is good. Nice. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for accept this invitation. And for me here, for open your heart. We love the music and we love to know what's on or what happened behind the sounds. That's why we start to make these interviews. So for start, I'd like to know what sparked your interested in music. I try to say like electronic music, but music actually.
Yeah,
Because, why
okay.
do you choose this path for?
Well, I'm probably going to show my age here, but my dad actually introduced me to electronic music back in the day. So he used to play me Chemical Brothers and Groove Armada and Kraftwerk and all that sort of stuff. And then I found guys that were way older than me that had the shittest decks you've ever seen, like the classic 400 Pioneers.
Yeah.
And I begged them, and then they taught me how to DJ when I was 16. So I used to play at house parties and in people's garages and stuff. And then I started DJing clubs when I was 18. So it's been a while.
Yeah, it's like the entire life because
Yeah,
16 you found refuge there in the sounds. The
Yeah,
music,
well, it was in Brisbane. I think it was pretty easy to come by that sort of stuff. There was still a lot of, and especially being a girl, there wasn't a lot of girl DJs when I sort of started DJing in 2010 maybe.
Yeah.
Out in clubs. So
How was
good.
Brisbane in seeing the electronic
Yeah.
music on the nights and the clubs?
Yeah, it was really good. So we had some massive venues that were sort of well known. There was a club called Family that Carl Cox listed it as one of his favorite clubs in the world. It was essentially a big warehouse with an ice bar upstairs.
Yeah.
And a rooftop bar that you could smoke and drink in and stuff. And it had all these different levels. And then there were also lots of really good bush doofs and more underground parties, drum and bass, the whole techno, a whole bunch of stuff. So it was actually really fun, I think, back then. A little bit more simple. Lots of fidget, electronic and stuff like that, which was fun as well. So
Great. So how was it when you moved here to Melbourne? Because
Yeah.
you have a powerful, I don't know if it's powerful stuff, I don't know how to say that, but you have a very heavy background about electronic music and DJing. So when you come here, it's not actually new, but
Well, yeah, I was already kind of doing a lot of drum and bass gigs and stuff in Brisbane. I was promoting and then also helping run an agency and touring and doing a whole bunch of different things. And then I decided that I just wanted to focus on myself for a change rather than because I had this feeling that I was just going to be running gigs in Brisbane for until I decided to finally quit. So yeah, I wanted to move to Melbourne, and then COVID happened. So then everything kind of changed, I guess, a lot, because I originally wanted to go Melbourne for a bit and then move overseas, maybe to Berlin or Prague or something. But yeah, it just didn't end up happening. I'm still here.
yeah, but yeah, because the cities have too much to give, they have a very big vibe here. When I moved here in March this year, so what I found here for me is amazing. And how do you see the Melbourne life? Because you're very experienced in this field,
Well, I feel it depends what scene you're in, because I'm queer and I go to a lot of gay parties and stuff. So that's a completely different, I think, vibe to a lot of the big clubs or a lot of just sort of straight gigs or whatever. So there's just a lot of variety here, I think, which is really good. So it just really depends what you want. If you like drum and bass, you can do drum and bass. If you like techno, you can do techno. If you want to go to gay techno parties, you can do that. So it's there's lots of stuff.
Yeah, it's for everybody.
Yeah.
You can find your gig for everyone.
If you want to go to drain parties out in sunshine, you can go to illegal parties and stuff. So yeah, there's.
You know that. Yeah, it's great. It's about when you you already made your own music, you know. You're like
Yeah,
a
I was
producer.
kind of making music in 2019, and then I tried to sort of like over COVID get back into it, but I just found it so difficult to be creative with like everything that's been going on, and then like my computer broke and I haven't been able to buy a new computer.
Oh.
And, like I finally got a new one though, so like
Yeah.
we're gonna do it finally.
How do you start when you, I don't know, in your head sounds, or when you decide I'm gonna make one song, or no?
Yeah,
How do you start?
it's more so like I make things that I want to play, like that I can imagine would work in sets, or I'd be like, hey, I really want to make a tune that's kind of like a belly funk tune, or I want to make something that's like a garage tune, or a drum and bass song, or whatever. So, but I feel like when I was first making music, there was just like a lot of pressure on myself to perform, and now I kind of feel like it's more I can come at it in a way where I can be like, hey, no one really gives a fuck anymore, so like I can just make whatever I want, you know, like.
Yeah, it's tough when they make your own music, because you always thinking, I don't know, maybe this song is not ready, or I need something new, or maybe, I don't know, in your head you put a lot for when you make music and when you release music, because you can make, I don't know, 100 songs, but if you don't release any, it's like you have hide things there.
Yeah, and I was like definitely very like guilty of hiding a lot of stuff, because I was like, oh, it's not really good enough, you know what I mean? Like, and then I think now I'm just kind of like, sometimes if I'm like turning over a quick edit or whatever, it's like the less you touch it, the better. It's just like nail it out in an hour.
Yeah, but yeah, it's tough feel comfortable with their own things, you know. I'm gonna try. Don't think too much about it, actually.
Yeah,
when I make music, I try to, I feel comfortable when I hear like 1, 2, 3, yeah, that's it, because you can make like 100 songs.
Yeah.
Then it's not one. You know, maybe if you life depends on it, like you need make like one hit. No, you can make 100 songs.
Yeah.
Maybe one is.
I also think it's good as well, like having like a network of people when you can like send them stuff and be like, hey, what do you reckon about this? Or like, you know, because sometimes in your head you're like, I hate this because I've listened to it so many times and I think it's shit. So it's nice to like send it to someone who can be like, hey, this is good, this is bad, whatever. Like, it's nice to get like feedback, I think. So.
Yeah, this is true, because you listen to the thing like 100 and again and again and again. It's so boring. I listen this, it's too much. I don't like to listen to this anymore. Yeah. And your own songs, you know, yeah. It's weird. Make music too. I feel comfortable about the art, when you make some. I don't know if you paint, you know, I don't know, write a book. I think it's the same thing, because it's like your soul is there, you know. It's like your true self. So it's weird. Maybe you're confused. I don't know. But yeah, the art it's deep in your heart, maybe, in your soul. So that's why a lot of people is not feel comfortable release music.
Yeah.
Maybe you can start, but finish the song. Yeah. It's other different thing.
Yeah, I think it's just like everybody, you get so much in your head about it, being like, oh, I think everyone's gonna hate this, or it's gonna make me look shit, or whatever. And then I think like the older you get and the more experience you get, you're just like, fuck it. People are gonna hate you regardless, or whatever. You might as well just release the music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And about the nights here and about the clubs, how do you see Melbourne when you come here, maybe the Brisbane to here?
Yeah.
What do you see the first thing that you thinking about here? On wow, this is weird, or I don't know, changed, different?
I mean, like the first club that I like, one of the first clubs I went to here was like Rebs back in the day. And which is so funny now that I'm playing there. Yeah. But I don't know, it's just like the club culture's like different. It stays open way later. There's no like short licenses here. You can literally stay out all night if you want. So I think that kind of helps with the scene a little bit, because there's just like so much more options. Yeah. And you can just keep going all night if you want to, which is good, because then you get a real diverse mixture of people, like people who would play like what I play on Saturday nights at Revs, comparatively to like Boogs getting on at like 7 a.m. on a Sunday morning or Sunshine on a Saturday, where it switches over to sort of like daytime disco-y kind of stuff is like quite fun. So I think that like variation's really good.
Yeah.
And the extended hours means more people can play, which is cool as well.
Yeah, I think the cities don't sleep.
Yeah.
No sleep. Yes, but it's great. You have choice.
It's great but dangerous as well.
Yeah, depends of the choice that you have, but it's already there. What's your plan for the future? What do you think? Like, how do you see yourself? Maybe in 1 or 2, or maybe in 5 years. I don't know.
5 years, wow.
Yes.
So I'm trying to get another night off the ground at the moment, which will be a queer focused drum and bass night. Just because I feel like it's something that we're kind of lacking a bit, and I'd love to like get that going. So hopefully early next year, want to release some more music, and then I don't know. I think I'm going to go open a bar in Bali in about 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, it's a great thing. I love to travel to new places. I don't know. That's why I'm here actually. What do you? Because you have a lot of experience in this field. I love that you start very early, actually, when teenager. So, what do you recommend to the new people, maybe to like to follow this path or interest in the DJing or electronic music?
Look, the biggest thing is just like resilience, being like sure of yourself and like your own brand, and just being like, hey, I am unique in that way rather than copying what everyone else does. And then just like practice. Practice, playing. Like that's how you get to be a good DJ. It's not like all the fucking TikTok shit that's going on at the moment. It's like actually physically clocking the hours, getting turntables, learning how to mix on vinyl, learning how to mix on like multiple different medias, like that sort of stuff. I think is like the minute I got vinyl, I got to be a way better DJ. So it's like just stuff like that. It's like just doing the hard work, clocking it.
Yeah, and working your dreams.
Yeah, and people are going to tell you no all the time, and they're going to tell you that you're fucked, or they hate you, or they're going to be jealous, or whatever. But if you just like stick to it, and like for me, I love DJing, so I'll never stop doing it. And that's why, I could have quit a while ago, but it's like I'll just keep doing it. I reckon I'll just keep DJing until I just can't hear anymore.
Yeah, of course. How do you difference your style, your music for the other DJs?
I think that I've pretty much played everything, like every sort of style and genre, and played at tech house nights, I've played at drum and bass nights, I've played 140, dubstep and garage and a whole bunch of different stuff. I think it's more so just like I listen to like just so much music, and for me it's about curation. So it's like my other job is I work as a sommelier, so I pick wine for people on a restaurant floor, and it's like the same thing. It's like, you know, I like to show people cool stuff, and I like to sort of feed off their energy and be like, okay, what are you going to do? So I never come with a prepared set. I just see what the vibe is and just go with it, which is fun because then you never end up playing the same thing over and over again. But also I hoard so much music, so it's like a lot of stuff doesn't get played.
Yeah, this is good because in the electronic music you can swim in different styles.
Yeah, but it's like,
maybe you need to pick up one or not for your I don't know, for your name, for the DJing.
It just depends. Like I also work off what the club night is like, so I take a lot of consideration into what sort of music that they would generally play, what sort of music they generally promote, what sort of people go there. So there's like a whole bunch of different like consideration, I think. I think loosely my style is always broken beat or like bassy or percussive. That's usually like my sort of pick on stuff, but then like there's lots of elements of just like me being like playing like, you know, edits of stuff or playing like stuff that's fun, like has a party element, because like I play stuff that I would want to hear in a club.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
The music that you make you happy.
Yeah, like I don't worry if people think it's cool or not, like embrace the cringe.
Very good. This is the key, actually.
Yeah.
Be happy.
Yeah,
That's it.
People there to dance and have a good time. They don't.
And true with yourself.
Yeah, have people there to dance and have a good time. Like, you know, you don't have to worry about being cool and showing off. It's just like, play what the people want.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for accepting this invitation.
No, you're so welcome. Thanks
For
for having
open
me.
your heart and tell all these things, these stories about you, of the music, because it's important for us know what happened behind the music, like I said in the beginning of the new episode. So thank you so much for that. And see you in the next time. We have 3 cameras here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Bye. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.
Ouch.